to Jesus. If you want to learn one, come see me, I'll tell them. I'll teach to you. But here's what you need to tell people. It's the same thing I keep telling you. I used to be like this, I ran into Jesus, and now I'm like that. That's all. That's all you have to say to people. I used to be like this, I ran into Jesus, this is how I ran into Jesus, somebody this, that, I was at this event, blah, 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 and now I'm like that. I can't explain how I got like this, because I used to be like this, and all I know is in the middle, I ran into this Jesus guy. That's all I can tell you. And then they're going to ask you all these deep philosophical questions, and you're going to say, I don't know the answers. So you're going to take them to somebody who does, and that's not me. It's not their problem, it's our problem. You make that statement personal, and it hurts. If I don't care about the people who've offended me, and the people who've hurt me, and the ones who've disappointed me, if I don't care about them, the problem's not theirs, it's mine. I don't like the way that sounds, quite honestly. And if we're going to be a church of people that don't care, then we're just a dying church. But that's not what I see. What I see and what I hear in emails and phone calls from you guys is, guess what? You're not going to believe this. This dude fell out of the sky this week and started asking me for help. Last week we talked about loving our neighbor. As soon as church was over, a guy named Mike walked in and needed food. Of all the Sundays to walk in, the Sunday we had collected food. What did we do? Oh, we told him we couldn't help him and we sent him away. No! We said, dude, go back there and get what you need. And he did. In the middle of the week, we had a couple that showed up here at the church and needed help. They needed some cash, and we don't keep cash laying around. Okay? But then they go outside, and they're underneath the overhang here, and they won't leave. And Miss Marion is concerned, what am I going to do? How am I going to get these people out of here? You know, they won't leave, they won't leave. So I go over, and they can't leave because their car won't start. Because they have a pay-by-the-week car, and they missed a payment, and they shut it off with a computer. They couldn't leave. So what they need? To borrow my phone. They called Vero Beach and got their car started, and I gave them a few bucks to go buy some gas and lunch. I didn't have a ton of money. I gave them what I had, and they left. And you know what? They walked out of here. At least they're thinking, well, at least they tried to help us. Or maybe they were walking out of here going, they could have done more. I don't know. But how many people this week fell into your life? Did you care? Really? Because if we don't care, then we're definitely headed down the wrong road. I'd like to see us become a seeker church. Do you know what a seeker church is? A seeker church it's a term which means it's a church where everything is done to make people that are pre-Christian comfortable. You get rid of all the religious words and the banners and stuff like that. I want you to hear me now. I don't want us to be that kind of seeker church. I want us to be the seekers. I want us to be out seeking people on purpose that we can help. I'm not interested in changing the banners and getting rid of all that. I'm interested in us being the seekers. What did Jesus say? I didn't come here to save those who are already saved. I came to seek and save those who are lost. And you know what lost means? Lost doesn't mean you're worthless. Lost just means you're not where you belong. When you have a lost pair of shoes, they're still valuable. We just can't find them because they're not where they belong, which is pretty much my house and situation. Okay? They're still valuable. They're just not where they belong. We need to be the seekers. Intentionally building relationships to earn the right to share. I used to be, I ran into, and now I am. That's it. I'm going to ask for some crowd participation, right? I would like for you to stand if you're a follower of Christ and you came to Christ solely because of a book other than the Bible that led you to Christ. Stand up. Nobody. Okay. I would like for you to stand if Christian television or Christian radio is the only reason why you came to Christ. Stand up. Nobody. I would like for you to stand up if you're a follower of Christ and it's because somebody in your family or friend took the time to love you and to walk with you and to teach you and at some point said, let me tell you this story about Jesus. If that's who you are, stand up. Let me see. Which approach should we use? Let's see. Relationships is what matter. The books, the TVs, the radio, the movies, all that, that's cool, and it's all supportive stuff. But it's relationships that work, and it's relationships that change people's lives drastically. That's where we need to go. What your friends are asking is two things. Will you be my friend, and will you walk with me? That's it. Let's pretend that we're over at Daytona Beach, and they got the little dudes or dudettes that sit up in the big chairs with the umbrella and the sunglasses, right? And Sherry and I were over there last summer, and we saw a helicopter actually have to come in and pull a couple guys out of the ocean because they had fallen off their fishing boat. That's kind of scary to watch from the beach because these guys could die, you know? And you're hoping, and then you see these little dots, you know, go up into the helicopter. It's like on TV. Okay, let's say that you're a lifeguard, right? And there's a person out there, and you see them doing this to you. Right? Now, every once in a while, they kind of do this, and then the hand comes back, and they go, okay. Now, if you're a lifeguard, you have a couple of options. One would be, what's up? That would be an option. Another option would be, can I help you? Do you need something? Right? Another option would be, listen, if you swim and stop waving, you'll be fine. That would be another option. This isn't the problem. They're sucking water. That's the problem. This is an indication of another problem. Am I right? Okay, when we see people that are hung up on drugs and alcohol and pornography and gambling and adultery and blah, 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 that's this. And we've got so many people, the government and the church and the school and everybody else, that wants to treat this. When the answer is this. The answer is a right relationship with God and hanging out with people that are on pursuit of finding God. That's the answer. And so what have we done? Typically the church, not maybe us, but typically the church has tried to treat this. Oh, well, we have a ministry for this and this and this and this and this and this. That's all great. But eventually it's got to get to this. Because this isn't the problem. The problem is people need relationships. They need a relationship with God, and they need a relationship with God's people. Because that's the way we're wired. And it takes you and me being friends and journeying with people for a long time, and we might get our heart broken. And that's scary. And that keeps me from getting involved. The gospel, according to Publix, is pretty simple. Talk to people and walk with people. That's it. Love God, love your neighbor. Let's pray. God, talk to us in the next 30 seconds and tell us what you need. Because there's some of us today that we're not doing so well. We're struggling in our own journey. We may need somebody today to walk with us. Maybe we need to go to someone here, a brother or sister in the faith that we trust and that we admire, and just to tell them that we need them to mentor us or to train us or to teach us. Maybe we have people today that we live with that are just driving us crazy. Come to the place where we don't care. Now we know that we've got a cold heart. Maybe we don't care about the people we work with or that we go to school with. And we realize today that it means our heart is cold. And we ask today that you would set our heart on fire. God, give us the courage that we need to do the right thing. Whether it's to send an email to somebody or a phone call, to stop by to talk, to buy a cup of coffee, a glass of water, or a tank of gas. God, what I pray is that in each of our lives you would continue to send people who need our help to find you. Because there's nothing better than for us than to take the hand of a family member or friend and to walk together and to, in the end, introduce them to you. We ask today, God, for the courage and the strength and the determination it takes to be the people that you need us to be. Listen, if today you've got things that you need to iron out, I just want to give you 20 seconds right where you're sitting to take